You there? Ow. Kieran. This is a good start, isn't it? Holy shit, it's alive!
Can you hear me all right?
Holy shit! Well then!
What is going on, buddy? Ramstar? I was just about to wing the intro, but I couldn't keep a straight face. Oh my god. Hello everyone, welcome to Slipstream Racing League. We're here for round 11, the French Grand Prix. Not long left in the calendar. It's not Kieran in the comms box, despite popular belief. It's me, Bonge. And I'm with my lovely cherub, Pogu, who had no idea that I was commentating until, what, 20 seconds ago?
Yep, brilliant. Lovely surprise. It's always nice to have my other half in the comms box.
As always.
Oh, that's new. Fair enough. Are you able to include your audio this time, by the way?
Let's have a look, shall we? Not at the moment, no, there's no option. Have you got...
Fucks!
Have you got party chat muted on the options?
Shouldn't be. Nope.
Let's see.
Is that Max?
Don't know what's going on then. It should work fine. If it's on, then it's on, but...
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Oh, looks like you just got me on my side of the box, so that's fun.
That's right then. It's all good.
I mean, mine's included on your end, so...
Right, that's good. That's the main one. Let Joe first out on track.
Hello, Kieran. I can see you now. Did the old switcheroo when I went looking?
I was so worried because you know when you like look on Twitch, I can see your stream because of all the followed accounts on the Twitch of this one, it was only you live, so it had your one in the background. And I literally saw Kieran's name pop up at the bottom of the lobby. I was like, oh, he's gonna look at the bottom, he's gonna see Kieran, he'll know something's up.
Nah, I wasn't playing the same. I was sorting out my stream.
That's what I was
looking at my stream manager, trying to fix everything. And lo and behold, it still didn't fix because for some unknown reason, you're not able to include your audio.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because it's not my party or I don't
know. It was your party for Battlefield, wasn't it? And it still didn't let us.
No, because I had to rejoin you, didn't I?
Oh, of course. I don't know. We'll sort it out eventually, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yes. Xbox is clapped.
Facts.
Oh, my TV's a bit loud. I'm trying to eat cookies at the same time. Oh my god.
Let's ride on board with Joe for the first lap of the qualifying session. He's literally kept on the white line of each side of the track at the moment. He's not stayed on the normal part of the circuit. Oh, everything's so bright on this account.
Quick, turn everything.
It's looking like a pretty solid lap so far. Only 3 people are going to get eliminated. Who do you reckon that's going to be?
looking down the list, I see we've had some new competition being brought in. MS Cole, MS Phoenix, and yeah, I mean, 2 of the 3 are pretty quick. I reckon Gangster Al might go. Paper Streaming is most likely going to be most likely a definite. Unfortunately, I hate to say it because it's Julian. And he's like a god. It's a toughie. Anyone could really go out, I think.
And I don't know how to fix it. It's my controller, it's not even my microphone. Wait, Joe set a 130.3, Paperstream's 131.9, and Luke is currently at the top of the timing sheets. Absolutely unheard of scenes. So I think this is the biggest turnout we've had so far this season, isn't it? 18.
We've had 20 drivers.
I'd imagine that was for the first couple.
We had 20 drivers about 2 or 3 races ago. Because it was filled up with like Kizzy, One Shot, all them lot. They pretty much filled up the rest of the grid. So.
Who's next to complete a lap? I believe it would be Darren. No, it's Matty. He's about to run out of VRS though, he's only around the second to last corner.
Where's Matty? The dark horse of the season. There he is, coming around the final corner now. Gets on the power nice and early on the curb. 29 months. Takes forever to cross that line when you're on that straight. I think that the
it's been moved forward, hasn't it?
Yeah, you think the time sheet's like quite close to the end, like near where the pit lane is, but
yeah. No, they've decided to put it 4 weeks up the straight. Darren's gone fastest now with 128.9. You're usually quite good at this. What's your prediction for the pole time?
Oof.
You really get it spot on. Allied Squire's gone P3.
It's a tough one. Maybe like a low 28. High 27.
Low 20. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. High 27. Bradford, Captain Wet Tyres across the line.
Yeah.
P3. 129.7. Just about a tenth clear of Luke and Allied Squire.
Hello, Doctor. Welcome to the stream. Didn't realise Randy was in this race. Been following him for a while on Twitch. Yeah, good friends with him.
Phoenix first.
Known him for quite a good amount of time. I used to race in the same esports team with him. So, and he was my teammate in SPOR season 1 where we won constructors. Granted, I could have won the constructors by myself, but past that.
You know, just be nice, might as well.
Just a flex. He was there. He took part. He was there for moral support.
That's all that matters.
Big up the McLaren. Big up the.
Of course, you were in the McLaren, weren't you, for season 1?
Yes. I was indeed.
The wondrous car on F1 2019.
Mate, it's that car for me. Apart from that car and the Mercedes, were my 2 favourite cars to be in on F1.
Toro Rosso was mine on 2019, just because of that blue. Williams
No
wasn't too bad either.
Yeah. But yeah, don't make sure to run. This is only qualifying at the moment, so it's going to be quite quiet from now on for a bit until we get to Q3. or even Q2. Q2 is usually quite exciting. It's just frustrating that for some reason, my co-commentator, you can't actually hear him because for some reason he's not allowed to include his audio, even though I've got party chat on max and it isn't muted. So I don't know what's going on there, unfortunately. I wish I knew. It's really frustrating. I might have to uninstall my Twitch app and reinstall it. And if that's the case, that's riveting. Pretty riveting. I'm absolutely livid.
Well, it shouldn't take you too long. It's only, what, 10 megabytes?
Not even that, mate.
If that. Yeah. Take you a matter of seconds. So you can sort it out. Maybe after this race or something, or...
Yeah, for some reason the co-commentator can't... Like, for some reason the include audio option doesn't seem to be appearing in the party for him, but it's there for me on his stream, which is actually really annoying because obviously you can't hear him, so it's like I'm talking to myself. I suppose what I can do is try and uninstall the app now, because we're only in qualifying right now, and then I can reinstall it.
Yeah, as I say, we've only got Q1, there's 8 minutes left, so
yeah.
You might as well give it a go, mate. I've got, I'll just look at these guys.
I'll see if that works.
Bear
with me, Delta. I'm just going to uninstall my app, and then I'm going to reinstall it, and then hopefully my co-commentator will be able to install his audio. So, stream's going to be down for a couple of minutes until I get that sorted. Right. Let's sort this.
See who's next. Is it Apollo? No, he's almost gone into the wall. In the pits. Apollo and Richard teammates again in the McLaren this time. I believe it is Richard and Indy Scammer will be the two next to set a lap. Around the last couple of corners for these two. Oh dear, that's contact, and that's not going to be good. Probably a trip to the stewards. Indy Scammers was right behind Richard, and they were both going into the last corner. Richard broke quite early, because obviously I think he's using no assists. And he's still getting used to his wheel, and Indy Scammer just went into the back of him.
Was he on a lap?
Yeah, both of them were on laps.
Then not really much can be done. If he's on a lap, yeah. He has every right to continue going on his lap, so regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
Stewards will probably look at it.
It's a carbon copy of last week, isn't it? With one shot and to spare.
They're both on their laps. Yeah, I think it's a bit of part and parcel, really. Yes, you're on a lap, but at least you'll have the common sense / respect that the guy behind you is flying and is a lot quicker. And just get out of the lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've always got time to set another lap later on. No. Especially if it's that early, especially qualifying session at least.
Yeah, and plus there's 18 minutes for Q1, so it's not like there's any shortage of time.
Yeah, I've got to sign in again. That's beautiful.
So at the moment it's only Richard, Gangster Out and Apollo left to set lap times. Everyone else has done, ranging from MS Cole with a 28.0 and Paperstream with a 31.9. So it's very spread out. France is one of those tracks. It's a lot of fun to drive. Like, I could sit here for a while and just drive around with the track to myself and just have a fun, but then when you throw racing in there, it's usually quite stale.
But yeah,
definitely in terms of real life.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, this track is just one big DRS train, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like Italy. In my opinion, Italy doesn't really offer great racing in terms of it, but like, because it's literally just a slipstream fest. Like, wait till the straight pass, you know, then the guy's going to wait on the straight, then he'll pass. You know, it's literally it's like a leapfrog thing, and you know, it's just.
No, Freddy Boy's joined. That's 19 drivers.
It's not fun for racing. It just really isn't. Like I said, it's just stale. Because all it is waiting for the DRS.
Who's got the most battery? Pretty much is how to do this race. So no, people like Bradford are quite good at that. Is quite good at managing his ERS. Not sure who else. We have Apollo around the last corner now. On a valid lap, all the others are on invalid laps. Across the line, P14,
I've got
131.3.
Got those two numbers missed. Stop.
That's a reasonable time there from the McLaren. Freddy Boy is now in a car as well, so he's got 2 minutes to go and set a lap. So he's going to want to get out as quickly as possible. But I think so far, well, there'll now be 4 people eliminated rather than 3 with Freddy Boy joining. But so far on course to be eliminated is Paperstream, Richard, Freddy Boy and Gangster Al.
Right.
So, someone in chat, there's terrible echo. There's not a lot I can do about that, sadly. I've tried fiddling around with all the settings and nothing can be really done about it. It's just one of those things I have to put up with, I'm afraid, for the time being. Hopefully by the end of the week I'll go get a new controller on Friday, and then hopefully that'll fix it.
I'm just doing the broadcast quality test, and there we go, 6500. Marvellous.
Marvellous. I can see a lot of people retiring now, coming to the end of their runs. Darren's done 8 laps on a set of softs, so he's just doing practice by the looks of it, rather than qualifying, but he's got the pace to be up there anyway. Freddy Boy is coming to start a lap now. I thought he invalidated, but Gangster Al is on a lap as well. Paperstream is on an out lap, as is Richard.
So it's not even really giving me the option to either mute my party chat or have it at 100. I can't even turn it down.
It should be 100.
Yeah, I know.
So that's what I have mine at, and then it will let you include it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it doesn't even give me an option to change it if, like, at any point it's either nothing or 100. Whereas my mic can change. But I'm going to hit stream and hopefully it'll work.
So if it works, I'll get the little notification at the bottom saying my audio's not included. There we go.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Bangin'.
Bingo. AMS Cola's gone even quicker with a 128.0.
Right, so
There's a load 28 already.
let me just double check. Hopefully you should be coming through.
So hope so.
I hope so as well. I mean, if I've got to literally uninstall the entire app just to be able to hear you through my own stream, I mean, that's something. But we are live again.
Scammer across the line now. 15th.
Apologies for the technical issues.
Freddy Boy's gone fastest, 27.8.
Freddy Boy with a 27.8. I mean, if that's the case, I think my prediction is pretty far off. Because Freddy Boy is by no means one of the quickest. I mean, he's up there. He's easily like top 8, quite comfortably. But
Richard up to the line.
Let Joe, we're probably
stays
talking a low
19.
27. I would say.
Paper
quite comfortably.
Doesn't improve. Gangster Owl doesn't improve either, and Apollo is out. So those eliminated in Q1 are Apollo, Gangster Owl, Paper Stream, and Richard.
Not a good showing for the two McLarens.
Nah, so I believe you did say... You said the bottom 3, didn't you, for your prediction? Gangster Owl, Paper Stream, and Rich?
Yeah.
To be eliminated, yeah, and then it's just Apollo.
Yeah, you're coming through my stream. Nice and
That's
clear.
Good,
nice and clear.
Oh, beautiful.
There's no echo.
More
it's
chat.
Absolutely crisp. Love it.
Oh, mate, I wish there was no echo on my bloody mic. Jesus. So it's I'm not echoing, but that's obviously because it's my mic. But you are.
Oof.
This stream, which is a bit of a bummer. Hang on. Just while I got a little bit of time, I'll try and fiddle around with some settings.
Might be a bit. Right. Q2.
I don't know if that's going to do anything. I've just fiddled with one setting. I don't know if it will do anything. I think it's literally my controller.
Well, that's not good, is it?
My controller before this one, even though it's the exact same brand, it was just a different colour, was perfectly fine. But I'll have to wait and see. It probably should only be this stream anyway. But it's
go a little bit. It's not bad.
Yeah,
not too bad.
So that's what it would be.
I mean, I can live with it. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah. That's right. It'll only be for this week anyway, and then I'll grab a. I'll try and grab a new controller on Friday, and then Bob will be my uncle, hopefully.
No, now it's perfectly fine again. What the fuck? This game.
Great.
Xbox, come on.
Mate, this console, mate, it's great. I love it. Because if I'm in a party on my phone, I don't echo at all. Like, it's perfectly fine on my phone, but it's literally my controller. Right, so first out on track is Lucasade on the medium tyres and the Williams.
Yeah.
A lot of people selecting mediums so far.
I mean, optimal strategy round here, I believe, is if you want the fastest strategy. I know the softs don't really last that well around here, unless you're near towards the back end of the race. I believe it will probably be a medium to hards. I mean, if you want to do softs to hards, you got to really take those softs quite a distance, and at the start of a race. Lucasade's backing off here, so I think Despair might be the first to cross the line. He's in sector 3 right now.
Yeah, he will be.
But yeah, like if you want to do a one-stop from softs to hards, you've really got to push those softs, and like for those last couple of laps, you're really going to be starting to lose some serious time. But here we go,
Despair's a bit of a
Despair
wiggle out the
starting the
last
lap.
corner.
We'll walk through it with the Renault driver. Flooring it down to turn 1, using as much as the curb as possible, and he's invalidated, never mind.
I've gone on board with Matty,
Oh,
he's invalidated turn 1. Let's go on board with Lucasade.
Gone on board with Lucasade, because he's invalidated.
No, he's gone wide at turn 2,
Oh,
but
he's
he's still
kept
kept
it though,
valid.
he's kept the lap, we'll stay on board though. Coming into turn 3s and 4, the chicane is quite difficult to get right. You need to go down the gears properly into turn 5, which is pretty much a triple right-hander right here. Really easy to lose the car if you're running 0 traction, but obviously this guy isn't. Onto this main DRS straight. You'll probably see a lot of overtakes happening down here. Foot firmly planted, DRS is wide open, preparing his car for this this quick left-right. Using as much as the curb as possible and using as much curb on the exit as well. Planted again. Is this a DRS zone? No, it's not. There's no DRS zone here. Into this triple. It is a triple, isn't it? Yeah, triple right-hander.
There's a double, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a triple. I don't care. And into sector 3 we go.
One of the most
Use as much as the
tedious
curb
parts of the
there, there's a
track.
Ferrari there, staying out of the way. Last corner, gets on the power nice and early, avoids the curbs. Foot planted, DRS wide open, and he sets a 1:32.1 on the medium tyres. A really respectable time for Lucasade there. Really good time. Really impressive from Lucasade.
It is. Lucasade's been one of those drivers. He's slowly been like on the rise. He's hang on, I'll have to get the results and see
Freddie set the
how well
fastest
he's
lap
done.
and didn't go through. Yeah, that's because he died. I mean, he must have crashed out somewhere, right? If he's not in. Unless his AI blew up.
That might have happened actually.
Yeah, I think his
I
AI
don't
car
think he
might have
did.
blown up after quality.
His AI's hit someone.
Yeah, because if the AI hits someone on their lap after the game's taken over, it'll just yeet you out. Like, to be fair, I think that's stupid. I think if like you're done and the AI cars are going around, I believe they should be ghosted. Personally, that would just avoid that incident straight off the bat. But Cody's, Codemasters and all their absolute wisdom, a bald man from Birmingham can't code a game correctly. So, what can we do? There's not really much we can do there. Nah, it wouldn't have been a disconnect. So it would have been when the AI take over after the crossover. Despair sets a 29.4 on the medium tyres. Really good time there. From Despair.
Yeah,
really
that's
good time.
catapulted him up to the top by about 2 seconds. Oh, hang on. There's a really good feature that I finally learned about. Where is it? There you go, 1.7 seconds. No, 1.2 now as Greg Stars goes PT. With the 130.6.
Yeah, you go to the leader, don't you?
Yeah, gap leader.
Well, if you want to
Literally, I only found out that was a
keep it
thing
on
in
leader, I'll
RF1.
keep it on fastest lap, and then you can we'll work together
Have a
on
look and
this.
see how far off people are. Exactly.
Right, let's do a bit of scrounging around, shall we? We've got Ranzi. On his out lap, there's a Mercedes out. I believe that's an Allied Squire. Yep. And
Yes, it is. Darren goes top of the timing sheet.
That's 29.2. It's pretty close between the
2 tenths clear
top
of the
two so
spare.
far. Only 2 tenths.
Allied Squire is next.
Yeah, he's on a flyer right now into the final corner as we speak. Locks up a little bit there, but it's all right because apparently if you lock up on this game, you're actually faster. So, this game's backwards. Crosses the line and goes P4 with a 1:30.7. What's the time difference, Ben?
1.5 seconds.
Thank you. It's so stupid. It's clapped.
It is so dumb. Let me change it back to fastest lap. That's really dumb.
Indy
I'll
Scammer.
flick
He's
through it
coming
every
around
now
the
and
final
then. Yeah.
final corner now.
In that matte Scarlet Ferrari. Up to the line. On the soft tyres, not the mediums.
Cheers, Delta. I really
31.8.
appreciate it. The next Crofty and Brundle with less mistakes, I hope.
With less bias towards Max Verstappen.
Yeah, with less bias towards Max Verstappen. That sounds about right.
Exactly, because us two in this party absolutely detest the man, so that's a win-win.
Well, the thing is, I don't detest him as a driver. Like, I recognise he's got talent, right?
I don't.
But
Yeah, carry on. Yeah, no, carry on. Sorry, what were you saying?
so I recognise the man is quick. You know, he's got talent, but it's the fact that people try and put him in the same league as Lewis Hamilton. If you try and put Max Verstappen in the same league as the greatest driver of all time, whatever drugs you are taking, please let me have some, because
Please
they
send
must
us
be
some.
great. They must be
Matty boy
amazing.
coming up to the complete a lap. 30.0. That's a really good time from Matty, actually.
Delta's not a big fan of
um,
Max Verstappen either. Ah, I see. Another man of culture.
Ramsey is starting another lap, so he's going to do...
Don't even get me
He's got
started
no
with that
ERS.
overrated praying mantis looking motherfucker, George Russell. Jesus
Oh, here we go.
Christ.
George Russell.
George Russell.
George Russell,
George
mate, George
Russell.
Russell.
That's the one. AMS Phoenix. He's currently on his outlap. He's been looking pretty quick so far from Q1. Be interesting to see what kind of lap he can do here in Q2.
Yeah,
I know he's a pretty rapid driver. He won URL last season, I believe, in Tier 2. So,
I was gonna say, didn't he win...
I know he's pretty quick.
Oh no, that was Cookie that won RPR.
Yeah, that was Cookie.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought it was Phoenix. You know, is that like some brand of racism, thinking all the AMS drivers are the same?
I don't know. No sense.
Just let Joe crosses the line. 128.7 on the medium tyres. That's a rapid time.
Oh, you like
Wouldn't
George?
really expect anything less.
Oh dear, Delta.
From our championship leader. So far, he's leading by a country mile. I think he could wrap up the tight win the next couple of weekends, couldn't he?
Well, he could have. After.
He could have wrapped it up last week, but then he crashed.
Yeah, like, depending on where Indy Scammer finished, he could have potentially wrapped it all up last week in Australia. But obviously, you know, the one time where I complimented his absolute sheer race pace and his absolute phenomenal consistency, he goes and bins it at turn 12. So I end up Murray Walker. I ended up Murray Walker and the championship leader, which is never a good thing.
No, I wouldn't imagine so. AMS Phoenix will be next person to set a lap time in the other Williams. So far, 134.6. Don't really think that's a representative time of his pace. His teammates up in P8 at the moment on a 131.1.
Matty's retired from the session. He's happy with his lap time.
It should maybe be enough to see him through, as long as 6 people behind him don't improve. But
really impressed with Ramsey. Obviously, he's just moved.
P5.
He's just moved to a wheel, and he's finally started using manual gears because I pestered him about it. I started pestering him about it. So.
I thought he switched back to auto. AMS Phoenix.
And Phoenix
across the line. 29.3.
29.2.
Oh yeah, 29.2. Sorry, my bad. Let me just clean my glasses so I can read. Dear Lord. Pete has just gone P5 as well with the 129.9. So Matty's already down to P6, so maybe a bit of a jump of the gun retiring that early. But we'll have to wait and see. Bradford's come back into the pits, as has AMS Cole. Andrew's on a outlap, sorry.
Yeah, see
so
what the
far
Red
in
Bull
danger
driver can
is-
do.
Yeah, so far in danger, Indy Scammer, Andrew, Bradford and Cole at the moment. We should have had Freddy Boy here as well, but his AI
Decided to blow up.
got wiped off the face of the planet.
Joe's happy with his lap, I would imagine so as well. I mean, at 28.7, 5 tenths faster than everyone else.
Yeah, definitely. He's just been that level above everyone else.
He's just been flexing the entire
regardless.
season. He's trying to take my title
where
as
you
the
said-
most successful driver in the league's history. Don't like it. Well, technically you can't because now this league's been rebranded. So I'm
Yeah, I
still
was
the
gonna
most.
say, so you are-
I'm still the most successful driver in SVOR. So.
Exactly. It's just at the moment he is the most successful driver
in
in
SRL.
SRL.
Yeah. In SRL.
So that's a good way of looking at
Well
it. you know.
deserved though. I mean, he's been flawless. Well, apart from Australia, but we look past that.
He's been 99% flawless.
Yeah, he's been 99% flawless. Andrew says his personal best in Sector 2.
Yes, he has. How many people are going to have to change their number next game because they're all running number 14 and then Alonso's, back in the sport?
I feel sorry for JD. He can't have 14 on his cup anymore.
Oh no! You can't. Oh, you can't fit 2 people in an F1 car anyway.
Yeah, facts. Oh no, you'd probably find a way. They're only small, aren't they?
Andrew around the last corner now. Red Bull on the medium tyres. Across the line. 29.8.
Yeah.
P5.
Good lap from Andrew.
So Red Bull now actually have a small thing worth noting, I suppose, is Red Bull have a completely new lineup as of this weekend.
Yeah. And from what it looks
being
like so far, it
Cole
looks
and Andrew.
relatively competitive. Amos Cole, he's leaving it to the last minute, so he's got to nail this lap.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he's going to be out of qualifying.
30.7
Potential
is
danger
the
zone
time he's got to beat.
Ramsey as well. He doesn't feel comfortable on those medium tyres, obviously. He's out with some softs right now. Gotta make sure you don't go round too
It's always
quickly to
worth.
burn out those softs, because they do wear out pretty quickly around here.
Who is going to be first? Bradford on the soft tyres in the Alfa Romeo. Got a podium last week.
Cole is cheating. And wow.
Has he just binned it deliberately?
Yep.
Good to see nothing's changed.
Good to see nothing has changed. Get salty.
Well,
get
anyways,
salty.
Bradford.
So, well,
the first
that's
sector.
gonna be a stone dunk penalty.
See, you caught that on your stream as well.
Yep,
so just
I
get that
caught it
clipped and sent in.
all over. Delta, can you do us a favour and clip that for me, please? That'd be great.
Looking like a pretty good, solid first half of the lap for Bradford so far. Last week out, got a penalty, almost got the win, but lost out. He just didn't get in. Despairs' penalty window.
Yeah,
and
look.
then he got a penalty himself.
Yeah, that's deliberate. That's a stone dump penalty there, Delta. If you could clip that for me, that'd be brilliant. It saves me having to go all the way back and.
Luke said it retired at some point as well. I've only just noticed, so he is out. Only just missing out, which is quite a bummer because he was showing some pretty decent pace.
I mean, now his Squire, he's in the danger zone right here. If Brad gets this lap,
on the
oh
cusp.
no, Brad's coming in.
No, Brad comes in, so
I
he's
guess
wanting
he wants
to start
I
on
guess he
fresher
wants
tyres.
the fresher tyres, yeah. I mean, fair enough. I mean, it's a strat.
Yeah, I'll say
Be a
he's.
clap strat. We never know. Indy Scammer on a lap. He's looking
Don't
to get out
think,
the
you
drop
know.
zone.
I don't think this time he's got anything against him from the rule book. I don't think you don't have to set a lap, do you?
No, it's.
Or even then, I believe he did set a lap but invalidated anyway. No, he just. Oh, well, he did invalidate that one because he got 2 warnings. So he did try. So I can't really give him a penalty for that. Indy Scammer now coming up to the line in the Ferrari.
Maybe a
Where's he going
30.
to put him?
It's not enough.
No. Pete, what? Oh.
What the? Okay.
What?
Indy Scammer's left the session. Ah, we're bugged. That's
Okay.
brilliant.
Lovely. Well, he did go P9, so he is in to Q.
Even though
So he's
he did a 31.6 or 31.9 or something like that, he shouldn't be
so
through.
according to the game, he's done a 30.6.
Yeah, gosh, this game is so busted.
It's great, mate. I love it.
Trying to clip it on the
Allied
phone, but you can
Squires
go- that's,
then
That's fine,
was
Delta. I'll sort that
down.
myself after the race. GG
Those
Cody.
eliminated
Yeah, this game
in
is busted.
Q2. Allied Squire in the Mercedes, Lucasade PGR on the Williams, Bradford, who backed out of his final lap for better choice and strategy, and AMS Cole, who binned it at the last corner deliberately. Like, it's one thing to retire in the pits, like, and not bother, you know, just cruise around 2 miles an hour, keeping out of the way, and set a lap time. But no, that's too much for some people. You know, that would make sense.
I mean, like what I just saw there from Cole, completely pathetic. Like, get a grip. Probably expect quali ban for that minimum.
Yeah, so deliberately crashing is either a slam dunk 10 seconds or a quali ban.
Yeah. So
personally, I think, to be fair, I think as it's literally going out of your way to crash and potentially gain advantages or put other people at a huge disadvantage. If that was in the race, he brought out a safety car.
I literally just watched him skip the entire third sector by going across the blue odd.
Is that what you meant then when you said he was cheating? He was
at
skipping
first,
across.
yeah, because when I went on board, he literally just skipped the entire third sector and then just went straight into the wall. So I don't know what his motive was, but
slam dunk penalty.
Stupid, really, absolutely pathetic. Don't want that shit here. I'll say it straight. You got an issue with it? You fucking come up to me, mate, and I'll tell you where to go. You can go fuck yourself. If you got an issue with it, I don't give a fuck. Fucking go out and grab a fucking spine.
Who'll be first? Darren will be first to start a lap in Q3. Final 12 minutes. This is where we're going to see all the drivers properly pushing and properly going for it. Could potentially see a lot more invalidations as well, with those drivers just trying to push the limits a little bit too far and stepping over them. But yeah, Darren in the Haas will be the first driver, and then I believe it will be Despair in the Renault. Yes, it is. So through turns 1 and 2 for the Haas driver, keeping it very nice and tidy. There's a lot of elevation change through those 2 corners, but it does make for a very good... oh, it's invalidated turn 3. It's not ideal. So we've gone on board with Despair. He's invalidated turn 1 or 2. We're on board with Phoenix. He's got valid times. Here we go. To turn number 3, using as much of that curve as possible without invalidating. Turn 4, now turn 5. That's the first sector split done. 21.7 through turn 6. Now, obviously in real life you can run really wide through turn 6 and get away with it, but obviously the game is not a fan. Phoenix getting a toe off Darren.
Fucking will, mate.
Now through turns number 9 and 10. Oh no, 8 and 9, sorry. This kind of horrendous chicane in the middle sector. But Phoenix has done that quite well. 48.8 in the middle sector now, coming through turn 10. It was invalidated. Turn 10. Can we have someone that sets a valid time, please? Pete will be next, I believe. Or will it be Andrew? No, Andrew's on an outlap, so it will be Pete. Or will it be Let Joe? It will be Let Joe. I completely missed him. I don't know where
it'll be the Renault.
No, unless Joe's on... No, Joe is on an actual lap. I've only just realised that. Okay. Well, last corner for Joe now. Championship leader. Opening the DRS. Or not opening the DRS. Just a flex. One... Oh no, okay, so he... This game. I love this game.
The hell?
Oh, there you go. So whoever sets a lap time...
Joe's left. Joe's left the session. I'll get...
So is it... Okay, hang on.
Work on
Let's have a look. I'm going to ride on board with Pete, and if it kicks him, as soon as he sets a lap, this game's bugged. Pete goes fastest, 128.7. Let Joe did a 129.5.
That was his ghost. He got DC'd, didn't he, so... I've invited him back to the game, so hopefully he gets in time.
We'll have SV Ranzi next. Or technically SG Ranzi, if you want to be pedantic about it. Last corner now for the Ferrari. Yet another Q3 appearance from him, so he's doing really well so far. 28.6, fastest.
Remember,
Is he back to manual? I think he is, because I know he switched to automatic.
I can tell.
When he did
I'd be able to.
thingy.
I'd be able to tell you if he's. I'd be able to tell you straight away if he's running manual or not when he gets on this straight. Because if he was running automatic,
that's manual. Hang on. No, that's.
Nope.
Yeah, that's manual.
That's not manual.
That's not manual.
Nope.
He's going above 12,000 RPM.
Yeah, usually
it's before that.
If it's automatic, it will upshift automatically just before 12,000 RPM. So he's running manual.
Yeah. Okay, so that's good then. It's finally right, because I know he switched back to automatic for TSRL because he's in the championship fight.
Yeah, you can always tell when someone's running automatic gears because it will always upshift just before 12,000 RPM.
Yeah. Darren's gone fastest with 128.5.
I don't know if Joe is back in the session yet. I will try and
Doesn't look like it. He's still in the pits.
I will double check and see if I can get him back in.
Matty's on an outlap now. We have Indie Scammer, Despair, and Phoenix
so
yet
hopefully
to set
that will
lap
work.
times and all in the pits. Matty is also yet to set a lap time, but he is out on an outlap right now. Greg Stars has gone P5 with 129.
That's a banger of a lap from Ramsey, 28.6. He's right in contention here.
Hang on, let's have a look. 1/10.
The top
There you go.
four are separated
Top
by
three.
3 tenths.
Top
2
four, yeah.
tenths. Top 4, 2.5 tenths separated. That's good to see. Really good to see. Matty's on an outlap right now. Who else is on an outlap?
It's just Matty.
Just Matty. So I'm going right on board with Matty here for his follow.
There we go. Joe's back in the session.
There we go. Joe's back. Thank God.
And he's gone.
Been a while since I played, but 11,700 RPM is the optimal upshift, isn't it? It depends.
11,800.
There's a lot of variables when it comes to the old upshift, because obviously I run manual gears, no traction, all that good stuff. Upshifting really early to find the traction is always a winner. Like that.
Beautiful.
I think he's actually running automatic gears, but never mind. It looks like he's running automatic gears because he keeps shifting just under 12,000 RPM. Yep.
Yeah, about
that's manual.
11.8. Yeah, thereabouts.
But yeah,
it's looking
I
like a pretty
upshift
solid lap
early
so far.
a lot of the time.
22.1.
Because if you over rev the car, you're just going to overheat the car and end up losing engine power. So.
It's looking like quite a solid time so far, halfway through the lap for Matty. He's been one of those guys as well, kind of like Ranzi. He's just kind of been there. Like, he's picked up spoils every now and then whenever he's raced. It's quite inconsistent with Matty when he races. He has had a fair few races off. But he's back for this weekend, at least.
Well, Delta, if you are interested, when I do get onto PC and I'm able to afford all the good stuff, me and my current commentator here is we plan on going into proper sim racing and possibly doing a Le Mans 24 hours endurance. So if that tingles your loins, give us a shout.
So Matty has backed out from that lap, which is quite puzzling.
Yeah, I think he's going to leave at the last minute.
not really what you want to do at this track.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Perfectly honest.
Very easy to invalidate. Like those first 2 corners alone, if you get those wrong, that's your lap done.
Yeah.
Like straight away. And there's so many places around here where if you if you just miss the apex, just by a fraction, it absolutely ruins your corner exits, and especially considering that a lot of these corners, their corner exits lead on to really important straights. You know, if you get those wrong, you know, you can lose anything between 4 to 5 tenths. Sometimes it's insane. Hoping to have my PC by the end of June at the latest. Well, that sounds great. That's some good stuff, man. Maybe do some league racing on PC, on F1.
Nah, mate, if we're on fucking PC, F1's being left behind.
Yeah, if we get on PC, F1's gonna be like. The thing is, on this game, there's so many different ways that you can gain an advantage. You know, like there's so many corners that you can abuse and stuff like that. Like, and the game doesn't recognise it. Like, I think that kind of stuff just needs to be completely yeeted out. You know, I despise it. Absolutely despise it. But hey, I don't code the game.
Despair now, middle sector. He's kept this lap valid so far. Gone through the chicane. The middle sector chicane, now middle sector split.
I'm going to get on board with the championship leader here. He needs to get this lap right. He really needs to get this lap right.
He does indeed. Riding on board now. Last few corners for Despair has been a pretty good lap so far. He's validated. Second to last corner, he's just run a little bit too off the curb and that's it. He's got time to go again, but has he got fuel and ERS to go again? Who is going to be the next man?
Joe sets a purple's first sector. He's flying.
That'll be Pete next, so I'll ride on board with Pete.
That car because he end up DCing. He's got that chicane absolutely perfect.
Oh, that's wide from Pete there. Through turn number 12. Last 2 corners for him now. At the last corner, pretty good traction there, short shifting. Across the line. 28.5 goes P1 so far. Andrew will be next. 28.5 and he's slower than Pete. Phoenix next.
Joe's about to cross the line.
27.5. 1 second clear of the rest of the field. Joe
27.4.
Darren next across the line. 28.3. SV Ramsey, he's invalidated. Indy Scammer is also invalidated. Despair is invalidated yet again. And Matty didn't have enough time to get round.
Oof. That was an interesting Q3, wasn't it?
8. Yeah, Despair not getting a lap together. Can't wait for the Discord chat now.
Joe and Phoenix completely
and
class above.
Yeah, there you go, mid 27, pretty much, is pole position. So weren't too far off with the prediction there. Joe's AI has just rammed Phoenix. This is really annoying that you go, oh my sweet Jesus, they've just gone inside of each other. Combining the best car on the grid with the worst car, what do you get?
George Russell.
Yeah. I didn't realise if you combine cars you get drivers, but I suppose so, to be fair. George has driven both of them. Just waiting for Greg Stars to retire now, and then that is qualifying over. So Joe gets pole position, 127.2, no, 127.4, sorry. 127.2, Jesus.
Phoenix right behind with a 27.5. Class above the rest, these two. Told you Phoenix was going to be impressive.
Joe's competition has come a little bit too late by the looks of it.
Yeah, only 11 rounds too late, you know.
Darren third, 28.3. Pete fourth, really good qualifying from him. Andrew in fifth. Ramsey in sixth, really good qualifying from him as well. Greg Stars seventh, good job from him to get into Q3. Indy Scammer eighth, Despair ninth, and Matty 10th, all not able to set lap times in the session. I wonder how different
Would
all
have
our
bet any money
qualifying
that
sessions
someone's
would
going
be
to
if
press
we...
A and be a dick.
Oh, 100%, and I'm going to bet who it is, but I'm going to wait until it happens first, because if I say it, it won't happen.
Facts.
Dry start to this race by the looks of it. So I'm going to predict it could be a dry race. I don't anticipate any rain. Although rain would be really spicy for this race.
Oh my.
Damn it, Decay!
I let Stace hear that because she watches Dragon Ball Z abridged as well, and she's like, I love it.
Oh, this must be your first time because you are tight.
And unfortunately for you, it's also your last.
Got another one in ya.
Where do we go from here?
Inside me. Stop it.
The TFS abridged is the
I
best
love
thing ever.
TFS abridged, man. It's literally, I can never watch Dragon Ball Z, like the actual series, properly ever again. I hope someone's on the other end of that phone because I fucking called it!
But that's not the same. Yeah, this is new Namek, so it's completely different. Yeah, about as different as you are from Frieza. Shots fired! Kill the bald one. Frieza did it.
Fuck's sake. Looks like a turtle fan. Krillin!
I'm
freaky alien type.
I'm Goku. I'm insane. From Earth. He means Saiyan. Vegeta, he stole your dew.
No, kill him!
No one's readied up so far, so far so good.
Yep, Just we're in the soak period right now, just waiting. Obviously, drivers are away, having their bathroom breaks or whatever because we've got. How many laps is this?
26 or 28.
Yeah, about 28 laps of racing. And that echo is fucking horrible.
I can't help it.
I know. I'm only teasing you.
Buy me a new controller.
Fuck off.
Well, then stop whinging about it then.
Stop whining.
Stop
What's your whinging?
Your lips
I'm
are
not
moving.
Whinging. Your lips are moving. You're
Your
complaining
lips are
about
moving.
something. That's whinging.
That's whinging.
Fucking love Game of Thrones, man. I'm so glad that there's a spin-off series to that, House of the Dragon. It's gonna be so good. Literally a side series of the Targaryens.
There we go. We are ready to go now. Please,
Matt
they've
Smith,
waited long
the
enough.
guy who played Doctor Who, is
Oh, mate.
Daemon
I'm not-
Targaryen. So
Oh, mate. I'm not like.
already sold.
No, I'm. I don't know if I'm not a homosexual, but Matt Smith.
It's like your man crush.
Mate, Matt Smith is obviously my man crush.
What's Dustin Clare?
So is David Tennant, to be fair.
You don't know who that is, do you?
Hang on, like who? Dustin Clare?
Yeah.
Remind me. What was he in?
You ever
I don't
watched
know.
Spartacus?
Just tell me one of his characters. Oh, yeah, okay.
Gannicus.
Yeah, I know who he is. Oh, mate, yes. I do agree with that, to be fair. Oh, yeah, the controller's back in stock. No, it's not.
May I offer a suggestion?
Yes.
Get the controller I got from Amazon. PDP controller.
What is it?
Really good.
Can you send me the link?
Yes.
Thank you. And then I'll put it in my wish list, and then I'll buy it on Friday. So, a lot of people starting on the medium tyres, everyone in the top 11. Bradford starting on the... Really? So he qualifies outside the top 10, he aborts his lap so that he doesn't get through, just to start on softs anyway.
I mean, they're going to be fresh softs.
That's not the... From what you're saying in qualifying, that's not the ultimate strat.
I mean, the preferred strat would be mediums to hards.
Oh, someone's gone. Oh, it was Despair. Despair is spun on the formation lap. Yeah, so everyone on mediums aside from Cole and Freddie who are on the hards and Bradford who is on the softs. Which is a little bit of a stupid call if you ask me, but what do I know? Aside from broken wheels, I don't know anything. But there we go, 27
Every single
laps.
time I click on Amazon, like the internet site, it keeps just straight up going straight to my app. Hang on.
Just go on your app then. Just take a screenshot of it and then send it to me.
So I've copied the link now. 'Cause I'm smart and I just held down on it. I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
Where you at? There you are. My cherub. Here you go, cherub.
Thank you.
There you go, cherub. Done.
Right, here we go. We are 5 red lights for the French Grand Prix round 11, and it's lights out and away
And
go.
just
Jones
got
jump the start.
Wow.
That's huge.
That is something.
And he's ghosted as well. Oh, the timings have already blown themselves up. That's
Yeah,
Darren.
he's ghosted because he's got a drive through.
P2.
He's ghosted, that's why.
Well,
When
this
you
is
get a
down
drive
to
through, you
P17 for
instantly
me.
get a drive. Yeah, when you get a drive through, you instantly go ghosted.
Oh, fair enough. But Darren is past Phoenix. Virtual safety car has been deployed. So something's happened near the back of the field, maybe. But Yeah, at the moment it's saying Joe is P13. And now it's going up. It's kind of like maybe fixing itself. I'll give it a minute. Right, I think now that's fine. So I believe Lucasade was the cause of that VSC. Yeah, he's back. He's at the back and he's got no front wing. Brad has also got no front wing.
Oh, that's not good for Brad.
Horrid start. Ranzi has lost a fair few positions as well. He's down in P16. He's just made a move on Apollo though. And he's about to make a move on Freddy Boy. Despair is round and with damage as well. So I'm not sure what's happened to him. Side by side with Greg Star and Ranzi. And Ranzi's got the move done. So he's doing well to recover so far. Lucasade and Apollo are going into combat as Luke... Oh no, that's Greg Star's going really far off track. A lot of people at the back with front wing damage. Oh, got a big battle here for P7 with Cole, Squire, Scammer and Freddy. Freddy's already up to P10 from starting P19. Allied Squire's in the pits. Freddy Boy down the inside of Scammer at the last corner. Gets the move done. No, it's still side by side. There you go, Freddy Boy now has the move done. Apollo speeding in the pit lane. Not ideal. It's only lap 1. So they always hold out for a safety car. Anything can happen. But so far, biggest talking point of this race, Joe with a drive-through penalty for the start.
Yeah, he's gonna have to really gonna have to get his head down. Despair first track warning. Only on lap 1 as well. That's really bad for Despair. So far down as well. He's down in P14. Has he had an issue?
I think he had contact with someone and spun around. But Joe still, for the moment, leads the race. He's still pulling away, but that
he's got a 2-second lead right now, but that's gonna evaporate at pace when this drive-through has to be served. Could possibly see him dropping down towards the likes of where Richard is. He could end up behind Despair at this point as well with the drive-through. Despair's got a lot of clear air right now. He's got a massive gap between him and the rest of the pack, and that's going to be a difficult pack to get through because that's just going to be a DRS train. He's going to have to pull something out.
Joe sets the fastest lap. He's got to serve the drive-through this lap, so he's waited to the absolute last minute to build up as much of a lead as possible to kind of negate his time loss. But I would have just served it lap 1 to be fair, but then you are a lot more susceptible to being stuck in traffic, and obviously the longer you stay out, the more time you can gain.
Absolutely.
Joe, the championship leader, he knows what he's doing.
Oh, he's got that really wide there. Using as much of the track I believe the game will allow. He's got a 2.5-second lead. Darren has got AMS Phoenix for company. DRS has been enabled this lap, so we could see a move here potentially from Phoenix. He's going to probably try and set him up. He's gained about a 10th there, going through the chicane. 2/10 now.
Let's see if Ranzi's got past Gangster Al, already back up to P11 after being P17 at the end of the first lap. So he's on an absolute stonker so far. Despair. I think it's only Despair with the 3-second, because Apollo has a 5-second, and then yeah, Joe has a drive-through.
And on a side note, Paper Stream is currently in the points, but he has Ranzi right behind him.
And here comes Joe into the pit lane to serve his drive-through penalty. That
this is going to
release
hurt
Darren into the lead.
This is going to hurt a lot. You'll watch him drop down the order. He'll hopefully come out in front of Paper Stream and Ranzi here, possibly.
Yeah, be around there.
And he's going to end up coming up behind him. He's going to end up coming out behind his championship rival as well, Despair.
Yeah, and Gangster Al's teammate
there as well. Despair, Gangster Al's let Despair through, so bit of team orders there for the Renault drivers.
Yeah, so Joe down in 13th now, has it all to do again, but we know the caliber of driver Joe is.
Yeah, he's more than capable of being able to make up all these positions. I mean, he made 2.5 seconds on the guys behind in 3 laps. So, you know, he's not out of it. He's not out of it just yet.
Matty and Cole. Cole's got past Matty now. Up into P5 for the Red Bull. Apollo picks up a penalty. Paper Stream is now down into P11 as well. I think he's just let Randy and Despair through. Not 100% sure on that one there, but Paper Stream usually does get out of the way for the faster guys. He just runs his own race. But Despair has already got no battery left on lap 4.
That's not good. That is really not good.
Let's check my usual suspect, shall we? Bradford, 71%. He's just gone off track to overtake Apollo, so he should really get that place back. Which he does so.
Phoenix is all over the back of Darren right here. Could probably see a pass in the DRS zone.
And he's got 70% ERS as well. So he's going to be right
Darren
on
only has
this.
54, so the ball is well and firmly in Phoenix's court right now. He has the advantage.
As he does, 5/10 DRS wide open. Darren defends right to the inside, then switches back to the racing line. You're allowed to do that once, one defensive move, and that's it. Phoenix not close enough to go for a move this time. Amos Cole has just got past Pete as well, up in P4 for the Red Bull. So it's P3 and 4 so far for the new driver lineup at the Milton Keynes outfit. Although one of them has already caused a lot of controversy for himself. Back at the front, it's all pretty much evens.
Oh, there's a Renault round.
Someone's round. That's Gangster Round. Yeah, just saw that on the map. It's not ideal for him. He was having a pretty good race so far. Joe's already back up into the points. He's right behind
Darren pull him along right now.
Yeah, he can just stay within the DRS, not use any of his battery, and just save a bit of fuel. And he doesn't really need to pass, although he is using overtake, so he does want to get past anyway. Freddie Boy's just got past Matty as well, up into P6 after starting pretty much last. This is a really good show.
Phoenix is literally pushing Darren through the first sector right now. Literally just pushing him through the first 2 corners. The dirty air is really affecting him through the corners though.
Yeah, he's going to lose a lot of time in the corners, but then once he's onto the straight, he's just going to be pulled along.
That space is overtake really early there.
Darren does his one defensive move again. Could probably see a lot of that happen for over this race weekend. As long as it's not more than that one, it's fine.
Yep. Look at the absolute
Despair
train behind the 2 Red Bulls.
Yeah. Joe's got past his championship rival there, back up into P9. Pete's washed out quite wide there. His teammate's right behind him. Could maybe see some team orders at Racing Point, perhaps.
Bradford with a time penalty. Joe's already passed the spare as well. Got to see that.
Yeah, he did it at the end of the straight. Pete's locked up. Freddie Boy's going to be on the radio trying to get him out of the way. He's on a completely different strategy to his teammate, but each team will work in different ways with one another. Some of them will allow them to just race. Joe with the fastest lap of the race. But yeah, there's just a big there's a bit of a cluster here between the 2 Red Bulls and the 2 Racing Points, and they've also got Matty there as well. Just 5 cars, all within that little kind of 1 camera shot there.
Oh, Phoenix. Around the outside of the chicane.
Can't quite get that done though.
Phoenix could get it done here before the going around the right hander. I think he might wait. He is going to wait. Darren has got pretty much 0 ERS left. He's going to be derating a lot, and round here is derating. Round here is not good. You're going to lose a lot of time.
Penalties.
Yeah, you can see the.
This is a very, very close battle. Oh, that's a wiggle from Darren. That's not going to be ideal for him. Phoenix just going to stay behind him. Along the straight, here we go. DRS and ERS round the outside, going up to turn 1. Should be a pretty simple move for the Williams. Yes, it is.
That's it done. That's the lead. Now can Darren hang on? He's already.
As long as he stays within the DRS.
He's almost broken the DRS already. 8 tenths. Can you get the exit he needs?
Yeah, he's got DRS this time round, but for how much longer? Yeah, he's not got as much straight line speed.
He's derating. That's why.
Yeah. You've only got 20% battery compared to the Williams is 30. It's only about 10 more, but that can make all the difference. Apollo is in the pit lane.
Freddy boy, on the back of Andrew.
Yes, he is. It's right on board with that. Oh, the Red Bulls have switched as well.
Yeah, Andrew does have the ERS advantage though, so he does have quite a lot of power to play with. Freddy boy, I've just noticed, has made 14 positions, by the way.
Yep.
He's on the hard tyre. This is a really good showing from Freddy boy. He could be in. Could have the potential to get a podium here, because he's going to be on the faster tyre at the end of the race, and he's quicker than the Red Bull in front of him. Those mediums might be starting to wear thin. Luke's there with a time penalty. Gonna have a proper ride on board here. I'm gonna hide all the UI as well, so you can just get a beautiful look at this tracing point behind the Red Bull. Looks quite far away.
Yeah, he's not got the best of runs.
He's not using overtake though. He's just using Andrew to pull him along. Smart move. He's going to save quite a lot of battery by doing this. Because around this track, battery is king. He's got a great exit out of that chicane though. He's just going to use the Red Bull to pull him along. I said save his battery.
You just see the dirty
takes a
air,
wider line there just to stay out of that dirty air of the Red Bull. Smart driving from Freddy boy here. Really impressive. Gets a bit of a tail wag coming out of that corner.
Oh, that's close.
Oh, that's very close. That's a little bit of contact. He takes a wide entry to get on the power a lot earlier. But the straight line speed of that Red Bull was certainly something.
I think maybe he's running a slightly lower downforce setup than the Racing Point. So that could explain why Freddy boy is closing up a lot in the corners, but just can't replicate that on the straights. Darren's not too far away from Phoenix either. The spare picks up.
Oh, here we go.
That's 9
Freddy
seconds.
boy's got a great exit. He's right on the back of Andrew here. Could see a move here for P4.
Looks to the outside.
Will Andrew respect and give the space? He does.
Oh, Freddy boy picks up a penalty.
Oh, that's not good.
Staying
That is
a
move
little bit
done.
on track.
However, the
That's not
Red Bull
Andrew's
of
come back
Andrew is
at him.
gonna come right back at him and take the inside line. Some great racing.
Got the move back.
All's fair in love and war.
Yes.
It's nice and clean. Ooh, a bit of an extra downshift there from Freddie. I didn't think he meant to do that.
Yeah, I just heard that. That was a bit overkill there. Allied Squire's got past Richard. P14 for the Mercedes driver now. On the hunt for Gangster Al, just trying to salvage something. Bradford picks up a penalty. The two leaders of pit, Phoenix and Darren, have come into the pit lane.
So's Matt.
That relinquishes Cole
Matt
into
is
the
also
lead.
coming to the pit lane.
So Andrew, obviously, he is going to have to go... Oh no, he's not going to have to go one lap longer because his teammate's on hards. So he's just going the extra lap to try and get the overcut on the leaders and try and gain a little bit of time. But all the while he's going to be battling with Freddy Boy. That's not going to help his chances. Let Joe down the inside of Pete as well. Turn 3. Good move. Got that done.
Is Joe ghosted for you?
Yep.
That's strange.
It could be what happened to Despair at what do you call it? USA, I think it was. Where he was ghosted, but his car on his screen was solid and it still behaved like it. So, but I think everyone's still giving him the room and respect as if he wasn't ghosted, which is
hopefully the other guys can see that he's obviously not ghosted and he's just ghosted on our screens. Hopefully that's just the case.
Yeah,
we'll see, but Joe, after that drive-through, he's back up in the P4 right now.
Yeah,
provisional P6 because obviously the two leaders have pitted. So it's been a stellar comeback drive so far.
Andrew still doesn't pit, so he's really stretching out. Neither does, oh no, Pete pits, Indy Scammer doesn't, Joe doesn't, and Andrew doesn't. So they're really going to stretch out those medium compound of tyres. And
Pete has pitted.
Yeah, it's said now on Freddy Boy's screen, it said the pit window has just opened on lap 12 for the mediums. But there'd be no point in that, especially if you're on the hards. Or very close between Freddy Boy and Andrew. The racing point, literally just pushing the Red Bull through that corner. Such was the overspeed he had. But he's really close now. Could see another attempt at a move here, overtake. And DRS wide open as soon as they get to the zone. To the inside. Gets the move done and dusted. I don't think Andrew's going to come back at him here, is he? Doesn't look like it.
If he gets a good
Freddy
exit out of this chicane.
Indy Scammer picks up a penalty.
No, I don't think he's not going to be able to get it in time.
Andrew's going to start derating as well. Just
Andrew is
battery,
derating.
but Freddy Boy as well. They both got quite low ERS. The top three do, to be fair. Joe's got 40%, so he's got plenty to play with. See who the most is Pete on 75. Oh no, it's Ramsey. It's Ramsey and Lucas. They
Andrew
have
has
about
pitted.
80 odd. Yes, he has, as has
So's
Joe.
Joe.
So they're gonna pit now.
Joe's going on
Is
to
that
another set of mediums. Strange.
That's very strange. Andrew's gone on to the hards. He'll be
Andrew's
going to the end of the race.
so he's
Joe
going to the
is on
end.
the mediums.
Joe's on the mediums.
He'll have to pit.
Yeah. Oh, Joe's left the session.
He's left the session.
No.
I don't know if that's a genuine lag out or if he's literally just left because he's put the wrong tyres on.
Well, we know Joe. We know he's not the type to do that. So I've invited him back. So hopefully he will get back into the session. So his McDonald's Wi-Fi is finally letting down.
His only competition this season's been his internet. But so far it is AMS Cole in the lead from Freddy Boy. Indy Scammer up in third, but he is also yet to pit on those medium tyres. AMS Phoenix is in the provisional lead of the race. Darren's closely following behind though. Andrew in P3. Matty's actually right behind Andrew as well, with Joe lagging out or leaving or whatever. Oh, there you go, he's back. So it was a lag out. But that's not going to be ideal for his race. So he's going to have a fair bit of work to do, and he's got another stop to make as well. But I think if anyone could salvage this kind of race, it would be Joe.
Freddie Boy coming out onto his mediums. He's going to have some serious pace towards the end of this race.
Yes, he will. Indy Scammer's also on a new set of hard tyres. He's having a pretty good race so far as well.
And Freddie Boy has also got the overcut on Andrew.
Yes, he has.
That's a massive.
And he's on.
Massive.
Yeah, and he's on the newest.
Yeah. That is massive for
This
Freddie
has been
Boy.
a really good drive from Freddie Boy. I don't know what's going on with my intervals at the moment. I don't have any.
Yeah, me neither.
But so far, you have Freddie Boy gaining 15 positions and Cole gaining 12. But obviously Cole will have a penalty coming his way for his antics in qualifying. But we have Darren. I think Phoenix is slightly pulling away from him now.
Phoenix hasn't got any ERS to play with, whereas Darren's
I've
got
just noticed
nearly
that.
40%. No, he's got the power advantage right here.
Matty on Andrew for P5 here. Don't know if Matty's going to have the traction here. I think he is. No, he's Andrew's a little bit too far ahead now, I think. Pete just on the back of these guys as well, as is Despair. Joe's back in his car and he's not ghosted anymore, so that's all good. He's back to a solid state of matter, such as the Mercedes driver. Indy Scammer just hanging on the points there. Paper Stream just outside of them, yet to pit. He is on the medium compound of tyres at the moment.
So realistically, Joe, if he wants any chance whatsoever to win this race, he needs a safety car.
Yes, he does. And he's trying to go around the outside of Despair. Despair breaks later. And stays ahead so far. And then, oh, here we go. We've got DRS. Despair is going to be derating. You see the red light at the back of the Renault. And this should be a pretty easy slam dunk move for Joe. Yes, it is. Unless Despair decides to go back at him, which he doesn't. He's now right. Despair. No, not Joe. Not Despair. Joe, sorry. Right on the back of Pete, Matty and Andrew. This little battle for 5th. Cole has now come into the pit lane. Let's see where he comes out in relative to Freddie Boy, because they're on the same, pretty much the same strategy. Oh, there's a lovely little bit of lag there.
Mate, he's going to come out well ahead of Freddie Boy. Well ahead.
Yeah, so I thought it was going to be a bit closer than that, but evidently not. Yeah, slam dunk 3rd there for the Red Bull. And Freddie Boy down in 4th.
Freddie Boy sets the fastest lap,
though.
31.8 though.
And he's 4 seconds behind Cole. But obviously,
Joe
he
is
has a
stuck
penalty.
in this
Cole
DRS
doesn't.
train right here. It's like a 4-car
Yes, he
DRS
is.
train.
Oh, he's got the rev glitch. He's gonna have he should have a move here on Pete. No, just had a bit of a wiggle trying to avoid him there. It's a lovely little battle though. I'll run on board with Pete and just look back. So I don't have to, because then Joe has his rev glitch. Can we see a move here? It looks like he's dropping off a fair bit. Yeah, he's not close enough for a move, or is he? Pete's made a mistake, he's gone wide, so that's allowed Joe through. Through goes the Mercedes driver. Next up will be the AlphaTauri and Matty. At the front as well, that battle has kind of resumed as well between the Williams and the Haas.
Ooh, bit of
Bradford has
lag
come
there
into
from
the
Joe.
pits again.
Oh, he had a bit of a touch there from Despair, I think. He ended up being half spun a little bit, but he managed to keep the car.
That's good car control there from the Racing
Not
Point.
too sure if there was a bit of contact there. Weren't too sure. It was a bit laggy, but I was on board with Joe, so I mean I couldn't really tell.
I'm sure if Pete was tagged round or hit by Despair, then he would record it. Matty picks up a penalty. Just now, as well as Joe goes down his inside, turn 3. Another really good move there from the Mercedes. Oh, bit of contact though, but he's kept it pointing in a straight line. Next up is Andrew in the first of the Red Bulls. But Joe has a very tall mountain to climb here because he does have to make another stop.
Yeah.
I'd imagine he'll stop around about lap 20 for a set of soft tyres and then just blitz it to the end. But to salvage anything, like you said earlier, he needs a safety car.
Joe needs a safety car. Around here, league races, safety cars really aren't that common because realistically this track is very hard to DNF on. Not really many places
how
where
did
you
I...
can lose. Oh, Joe's gone up really wide there. What the? Oh, lag.
He's
Never
lagging.
mind.
He's lagging around a bit. I was going to
He's
say.
lagging a lot. He may.
I'm not sure if this is lag or not.
It is his lag. It may
Best
be.
of internets, really.
Yeah.
Cole sets the fastest lap of the race, so he is on a mission. He just has to get within 3 seconds of Darren, and he gets P2. So. Joe past Andrew now on the start finish straight.
Yeah.
Easy move there for the Mercedes driver. Up into P5. Matty is overtaken by Despair through turn 1. At the front. It's still... Darren hasn't found a way past. Like, no matter how hard he's looking, how hard he's trying, he just cannot find a way past at the moment.
I was enjoying watching Matty drive. He's literally like the league's dark horse. Like
He is.
he has so many races where he's just there. Like he just goes under the radar and he's just there. It's great.
Yeah.
Greg Starr's been on his laps. Fuck me. Greg Starr's been on his tyres for 16 laps. Words.
He's been on his laps for 16 tyres,
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah.
Alright,
Better.
okay. But yeah, he's gone really far into this race. I wonder if he's going to go to a set of softs at the end of this race. I'd imagine so. Phoenix has barely any ERS left. He's derating a lot. Apollo's retired from the set. Oh, that's in the pits. Well, that was a short... Not short-lived, it was 19 laps. It was not the best of debuts for Apollo. But it's come to an end in the pit lane for the McLaren driver. Bradford is also having a torrid weekend compared to last weekend. He could have won last weekend, but many factors stood in his way, and he's currently battling Richard for P17.
Oof.
Greg Starr is pitting as well, so he has done a really good stint there on the hards. 16 tyres.
Piss off.
Darren as well on the back.
Fuck off.
Darren on the back of Phoenix.
Alright, leave me alone. Did
That's fine, mate. I understand, it's been a long day. Yes, he did. Darren was right on the back of Phoenix. He was like right on his diffuser there, but Phoenix just pulled away.
Thing is, Darren's got a time penalty. If he does manage to get past Phoenix, he's got to bridge a 3-second gap. Oh, yellow flag.
Freddie Boy's gone.
Freddie Boy's gone. No.
Oh, that's such a shame for him. He's having a really good race.
He's still got it though. He's still
in it though.
He's still in it. He's still provisional P4.
Yeah. Although to be fair, he could lose out to Andrew with his penalty. It just depends on if he can gain that time back. I believe he can. Freddie Boy's a really quick driver. But obviously this order won't. Technically, this order won't stand. Well, some of it anyway. Just depending on who finishes where and distances and stuff. But
All that good jazz.
exactly. Although to be fair, I think no, Cole's penalty won't affect him because he's 15 seconds ahead of Joe, and Joe has to pit again. So P3 is basically Cole's. Phoenix is battling.
Oh, Freddie Boy's picked up another time penalty. That is not good. That is not good for Freddie Boy's race.
Darren just cannot find a way past Phoenix at the moment, and he's running
Yeah,
out
Phoenix
of laps.
is,
There's 7 left.
Phoenix is dictating the pace right here. I mean, the only advantage that Darren has right now is obviously he gets the slipstream plus the RS, and he's got more engine battery. But Cole is right on the back here of Darren.
Yeah. So this could be a really good 3-way battle for the lead here.
The only problem for Cole is that obviously he's on the back of a 3-car train, and when you're the car at the very back, it's very difficult to pass because both cars, obviously the car ahead will also have DRS. So, it'll be a tough one.
Yeah, the only thing he's got working in his favour at the moment is those tyres. 5 laps fresher and 1 compound softer. So that should work in his favour. I'm surprised Joe hasn't pit yet. That's yellow flags. I believe that's Richard. Yep, it is. He's spun round at the chicane. Oh, excuse me. Looking at these batteries of the top 3, Cole and Phoenix have barely any. Darren's got a fair bit. It's all going to be how they use it. No, Paper Stream picks up a time penalty. Get it removed. It's not legit. Yeah, this
Paper Stream's like
just
the
gonna
Chuck
be a bit
Norris
longer
of
here.
the F1 community.
Gets a
If the
penalty, just gives it straight back.
gives him a penalty, he just gives it back.
Oh, Darren's gone really wide there.
Oh, and Cole's managed to sweep it all the way round.
Yes, he has. Oh, bit of contact. Off track goes Darren. It's Cole up into P2.
Yeah.
Indy Scammer picks up a penalty. I think a fair few people now have time penalties. It is an easy track to do it. Lots of places you can just run that ever so slightly wide, and yeah, the game thinks you're gaining time and just slaps you with a penalty.
Yeah, you can lose time still, apparently, you know. Still end up giving you a warning because this game is clapped. Much like the Xbox community.
Cole is just on the back of Phoenix now as well. His tyres, he's going to have the tyre advantage here, so he's just going to try and keep with it.
He needs to try and get past him early though,
moment.
because obviously as it gets to the later stages, it gets more towards Phoenix's advantage. Because those tyres will die off eventually.
Oh, that's very close into turn 1 to contact, but avoids him. Illy Scab was on the back of Matty as well. Greg Stars has got past Paper Stream. Lucas Aid
I can see a move
past Gangster Al. But yeah, we'll stay on
See a
board.
move here on Cole on Phoenix. He has the
Just give me a bit more
DRS.
so these are clapped. Oh, there we go. down into turn 8.
No, he holds
going for
it.
one? No. Just holds it there.
He's you can see what he's doing. He's harvesting his battery while he's doing this. Phoenix has barely got any battery left. He's going to. There you go. There's his flashing light. He's derating. But no battery left. Yellow flag. I think that was paper stream letting him through.
Yeah, I think so. But this is still quite tight at the top lot here. It's such a hard track to overtake. But could still be in a treat for these last 5 laps of the race.
Yeah, you can see
4 laps, sorry.
You can just see Phoenix is derating a hell of a lot, and Cole's just not using any of his battery. He's literally just chilling behind. He's gonna wait for the perfect moment to strike. You mean like this? Joe,
So there you go. Joe has pit.
Going on to the soft.
For the soft
He's
tyres,
obviously
so
going for
he's just got to
fastest lap.
And he's got to see how much he can salvage anyway after trying the 2 stop
Now down into
compared to the 1.
E10. Oof. Despair with another
picks
time
up
penalty.
yet another penalty.
Here we go.
And there we go. Cole
Cole
on Phoenix. Down the inside of turn 8, gets the move done. Is Phoenix going to hold it? No, don't think he can. He doesn't have the tyre advantage. Yeah, and Cole is into the lead of the race.
He's now burning his ERS to try and pull away, but round this track it's really easy to follow, so unless he can break that DRS, he's going to be under threat for the next 3 laps. He really needs to get a shift on and start using those tyres. He needs to abuse the fact that he's got the softer compound, because the more and more Phoenix stays close to him, the more those tyres are going to start dying off, and Phoenix is going to have the advantage again. However, he has pulled 7/10. He is using those traction zones to the best of his ability. This is great.
Yeah, we
Granted,
start lap 25
with,
or 27 now.
With what's happened in qualifying, still don't know what kind of penalty that Cole's going to get. So this win may not stand if he does win.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine it would anyway, but he's still guaranteed a podium.
Yeah.
Because I think it's 10 seconds. It's either 10 off. Hang on.
Yeah, but I think it's down to the steward's discretion. I mean, we didn't have a say, mate. We're just here for the memes. Cole is broken the DRS to Phoenix.
Allied Squire picks up a penalty. And yet Cole is absolutely gone now.
Darren is right behind Phoenix as well.
This could be really close at the end of this race. Ooh. Bit of a rear end loss there from Darren, but he's kept it. But yeah, Cole is now 1.4 seconds ahead, and Phoenix is using all of his ERS to try and catch up. Cole's also used all of his to pull away, so these two are now in the same boat. Darren has plenty. I was just asking Kieran what the penalty is for a deliberate crash. It's either a quali or a race ban, apparently. But there you go, Joe, fastest lap up into P9 as well. Technically P8 with all of Despairs' penalties, as well as Matty's actually as well. To be fair, he could jump up to P6 by the end of this race. But yeah, so if we're just interview these guys as they finish. And then yeah, do it that way. Oh, I got it here.
Yeah, depending on what the steward's decision. Obviously, it's their decision. You know, whatever they decide, we'll run with. You know, is what it is.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Or Darren's touched the curb and almost lost it. And somehow only lost 1/10 of a second. You know, that's just great, this game. Joe has just got past Despair. Matty could be next here as well. Oh, that is close. Matty gets a penalty for going a little bit off track. Despair barges his way through as well. Let Joe as well on the back of Indy Scammer. P6. Yeah, there you go. That is 6th position for the Mercedes. Last lap of the race now.
So, Ben.
Yes, mate.
Your driver of the day.
Freddie.
Freddie.
Although to be fair, with all his penalties, actually, well, he'll drop down to 5th. Like, hang on, let's have a look. Bear with. Hold the line, caller. No, he won't. He'll stay 4th.
He'll stay 4th. As long as he doesn't get another
Freddie
penalty
boy.
this
There you
lap.
go then.
Freddie boy. Yeah. I agree.
Freddie boy's mine.
100%.
Can't wait for someone else to get it though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as long as he stays this, he can still afford to lose 1.2 seconds. And even then, Joe is probably going to pass Andrew as well.
Possibly.
So,
I mean, he's only got.
that's kind of what I want to say.
He's only got the chicane and the straight left.
Let me just make sure I've got it ready to hover over. No, not Cole. I want Joe. There we go.
I'm on
last
board
corner
with Cole
now.
right now.
Frame as
Coming around the
Cole.
final corner.
Yeah, here we go.
Comes across the line.
Win on the track at least.
Yeah, to win the
French Grand Prix. Amos Cole, 2nd place. Darren comes home in 3rd. Freddie Boy probably coming home in 4th. But here we go. This is what I want to see.
Oh,
Andrew versus
Joe.
Let Joe. Joe's getting a bit squirrely, as is Andrew. Down the. Is he going to go down the inside? No. Around the outside of the last corner. Is it going to be a drag race up to the line? Bit of a squeeze there from Andrew, right off track.
Come
Oh
on,
my
give him
good
space,
God, really?
dude. Really? Jesus. Hey, alright.
Oh, Andrew
Joe P6.
finishes 5th. Joe 6th.
Oh,
Pete jumped up to
P7.
7th. Indy Scammer 8th. Matty 9th. Despair picks up the last point in 10th. Ramsey. He had a pretty good salvage to the race for the first half at least. He was P18.
Yeah, it was a really
Just
good,
to miss out.
really
sadly.
good comeback drive from Ramsey.
Yeah,
Could have been so
P11
much
for the
more.
Ferrari.
Could have been so much more with the pace that he had today.
Allied Squire will come in P12. Greg Starr 13th. Lucas Aid. Pretty disappointing after his qualifying. He was right up there. But to come home 14th. Paperstream 15th. Gangster House 16th. Bradford 17th. And Richard, the last of the finishing cars.
I don't think Joe's very happy.
The only. No, I wouldn't imagine so either. Joe, not Joe. Sorry. Apollo retiring in the pits on his debut, but I don't blame him after the race he had. Lucas Aid now, last car to cross the line. And that is the French Grand Prix, round 11. We'll just get the podium guys in
Well, you
for
get
a
that-
quick interview.
Well, you get that sorted. There we go. Even the game gave Freddie Boy driver of the day. 100%.
So there you go. Take note, Freddie Boy was given driver of the day by both the streamers and the game, and it's still going to go to Jay.
Facts.
It just
Right.
happens.
I'll be right back. You get these guys in.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll get these guys in. Oh, I pressed a button by accident. No podium for you lot. Sorry. Right. Invite to a party. Invite to a party. Invite to a party. Right, there is one. Just wait for the other two now. Just wait for Darren now, and then we can get this all going. There we go. Right, make sure all of your audios are included, gents. Right, that has been the French Grand Prix. Here are our 3 podium finishers: Darren third, Phoenix second, and Cole up in third. We'll start, as we usually always do, P3 with Darren.
I'm back. Right, I'm back.
Thank you. I was trying to do the interviews and you rudely interrupt me.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I was only just about to start, but shush from now on, please. Thank you. Shush. So starting off with Darren, P3. Got a couple of penalties, which is quite unfortunate. But had a pretty good battle with these two, especially Phoenix, for the entire race after Joe jumped the start at the very beginning. They come away with a P3 finish, so not all doom and gloom, but I wouldn't imagine something you were overly hoping for. However, still picking up another podium.
Jesus. I believe, as it stands, it's a provisional P3. Depending on what Stu would say about a certain incident. But yeah, regardless, great race, man. Really good battles, nice and clean as well. Obviously, on those straights, you were making your defensive moves, obviously within the regulations of the league. So yeah, it's great racing overall, man. Really good result, and obviously, really good performance from yourself, man. Good stuff. Great result. Ben, would you like to carry on?
Yeah, I'll say it's just in case you had anything else you wanted to say. But right, moving on to P2, which is Amos Phoenix. On your either debut or return, one of the two, to the league. Okay, yeah, leading for a fair amount of it, and looked like had it pretty much sealed up. Just got caught by Cole at the end on the alternate strap, but you still put up a really good battle with Darren. Didn't get any penalties. Came away 18 points on your first race with us, so must be a pretty good race from your point of view.
Yeah, obviously I lost at the start. You just had a lot better start on me than the light seemed to go on for ages, and my revs just dipped down, so I got a bit of stall. So he got a much better start than me. Managed to get back past again, then it's just basically a case of just controlling it. Obviously, Cole got very lucky in the first few laps, managing to find so many positions. So I knew soon as after the first few laps that once he was up so high in that alternative strategy, those mediums were going absolutely rapid at the end. So it was a case of just keeping my pace consistent. You know, was easily able to keep Darren behind. You know, I wasn't pushing. I was just keeping my tyres in check and then just waiting for Cole. And then when Cole had to run on me, there was no point fighting it. It was just a case of just making sure I got P2.
Yeah, solid race from you, Phoenix. Obviously, I know from experience how quick you are in URL. So, yeah, it was good to see you in a different environment. Showing the rest of the league your pace. You're pretty much on par with the championship leader, Let Joe. So unfortunately, you're 11 rounds too late.
Yeah. There's always next season, mate.
There's always next season. Absolutely, mate. And if that's what it's going to be like for the rest of the season, I'm certainly going to look forward to seeing you next season if you plan on sticking around, man. Really good stuff, mate. Really enjoyed watching you, mate. Great racing.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Congratulations there on your P2. Now moving on, P1, Amos Cole. So, well, provisional P1, but you know, at the moment we'll just say P1 for sake of simplicity and all that fun jazz. Started just outside the top 10, around about P14-ish, I think, about that, P13.
Something like that.
Yeah, thereabouts. Started on the hard tyres when everyone else started on the mediums, and made that strategy work. Came away with the win, gaining many places. So must be happy at least for now with your win.
Well, my quality, I was kind of aiming at the end of the session, try and pimp like P11 to try and start in the hards. But I may have impeded Bradford. I'm not too sure if he's going to submit anything. And then I kind of went off track to let him through, and then I got this next invalidation, so I couldn't set my lap in Q2 to try and get P11, so I was regardless. And then at the start of the race, I just got quite lucky and avoided a major hectic turn 1, and then just kept it clean from there. Not picking up any warnings or penalties.
Cool.
Not really much else to say.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we did see shenanigans in Q2, so...
Yeah, I invalidated this and next, trying to get out the way of someone, so I was just kind of... Yeah. We don't need to speak about that.
Obviously, down to the steward's discretion, depending on the penalty that you may or may not be getting. It's not for us to decide, obviously, it's down to the stewards. But at the moment, you are provisional P1, depending on what the stewards say. From what I've heard from Ben and Kieran, it could possibly be either a quali ban, if they find it more severe, a race ban, or possibly just a 10-second time penalty. But obviously the stewards will let you know.
No way.
Well, it's in the regulations.
Nuts.
But yeah, anyway, that's obviously down to the stewards, but we'll leave it there. I've got nothing left, Ben. If you've got anything left to say, man, it's up to you.
No, I think that's it. So just rounding it off. So congratulations anyway to our podium finishers. That has been the French Grand Prix. Not bad, not great for a race weekend for us, but still provided some decent action at least. We'll be back next week for a track of some kind. I'm not sure. It's on planet Earth, hopefully. I don't think we're going to be doing any laps of the moon anytime soon. I believe it's Canada. I'm not 100% sure.
I think it is.
It sounds about right, so we'll roll with it. We'll roll with Canada for now. But yeah, that's at least round 11 over. Not too many left of the season, around about 5 or 6. So yeah, we'll be back next week, Monday, 8 PM. Believe it'll be the same comms team. John won't be in the dark this time about who he's streaming with. It will definitely be me and you next week. So from all of us here, it is thank you and good night. I can't even find the Twitch app. Hang on, bear with.